It was my senior year. The book came out, and you were so generous, and you sent me a copy of the book.
I think I even signed it, didn't I?
I don't know,
Yeah.
but yeah. And you're busy. So I remember, I can see it clear as day. I was in my room, and we were on the phone, and I had the book. And I was a communication studies major, and I had taken gender comm, and I really knew everything that there was to know about men and women. And so you started explaining the message to me a little bit more in depth. And you said, it's based off of Ephesians 5:33, which means husbands are called to unconditionally love their wives. And I just said, preach it. That's so good. And then you said, and wives are called to unconditionally respect their husbands. And I don't know if there was a pause at first or if I just started yelling right then. But I was like, Dad, wait, you published a book on that? I was like, okay, you cannot do that. Like, our last name's on there. We have a very unique last name. I'm associated with you. I was like, respect has to be earned. Do you know we live in the 21st century, Dad? You cannot tell women that they have to unconditionally respect a husband. That's going to set women up for abuse. Dad, this is ridiculous. And I laid into you, and I'm sorry for that now. What's that phrase that you say about, he's not into redundancy?
Right. Well, one of the points that you see there is that God commands the husband to agape love. The Greek word there is agape. There's agape is a word for love. Phileo is a Greek word for love. Eros, erotic. All of those are components of marital love. But only husbands are commanded to agape love. And I remember meditating on that. I thought, Lord, why have you commanded us as men to agape love, whereas in the what we call the domestic portions of Scripture, where it's a husband-wife, there's no command for a wife to agape love her husband. Now in Titus 2 it says that the older women are to encourage the younger women to love their husbands, but that is phileo, not fillet the husband. He's not,
yeah. Loves that one too.
But to be his friend. She becomes unfriendly, but no one would doubt. She's to be phileo toward her children. You say to the children, does your mommy love you? Oh yeah, she loves us a lot. She loves us a lot. Does she like you? No, we've been bad. Been bad today. You say to Harry, hey Harry, does your wife love you? Oh yeah. Does she like you? No, not today.
Hey, Walter and I have something we need to share with you guys. It's gonna be kind of a blow for some of you guys, but Walter, he's not my dog. He belongs to my friend Lindsay and her husband Matt, who used to do my old, there's been two Matts who filmed for me. And Walter, wow, look at you. You move out to the suburbs and you get all stoic. Walter and his family moved to the suburbs. That's why you've been seeing less of him. But I decided to make the trek out to the burbs so you guys could see his little face again, and to talk to you guys about the clips that you just saw. Those were, let's go for a walk, Walter. Those were from the Illumination Project, and if you don't know what the Illumination Project is, you obviously have not been part of the Love and Respect Now community for long, because I feel like I talk about it all the time. It's an event that my dad and I shot in the fall here in Portland on a Friday night with a bunch of my artist friends, and we talked through a number of different topics that we're going to break up into a 6-week study, but it's slated to be ready in 2013, but I want to create a workbook that goes along with it. So we have some focus groups right now that are going through the content, which will help me create this workbook. And so I'm not going to be posting anything on the blog over the holidays. And so I thought I would just leave you with this video, give you a couple of clips from the Illumination Project, and then just challenge you as you spend the holidays, hopefully with family, maybe with friends, to reflect on different illumination or light bulb moments that you've had in your life, and where did those come from? Were they from a person? And if they were, maybe go and write them a letter and thank them for the wisdom that they gave you. Or maybe you've just been learning something through your study of the Bible or through prayer that you can now pass on to somebody else. And so I just want you to spend some time thinking about the things that you've learned in your life, the light bulb moments, journal about them, share them with somebody, or thank somebody who helped you come to whatever light bulb moment it was, or email me and share it with me. I'd love to hear it. So I hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas, holiday season, and Walter and I will just be hanging out in the burbs, which feel feel forsaken a little bit if you ask me.
Later on that day, Joy attempts to entice Walter to return to the big city living.
I know. I would let you come with me if I could, but your mom and dad love the burbs. But let's think about the things we could do. Por qué no? Yeah, you love that. No, there's no por qué no on the floor. We could go to Kova Coffee, Baghdad movie theater for $3. I know how you love your IPAs. You remember Fifi? Lived right across the street. That little minx. Remember when we would go to the rose garden and smell and pee on the roses?